At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. So it's 0 dark 30, right? And I'm up just looking at a few of the reviews on my masterclass, the recipe. And Daryl Dawson says, man, this knowledge is worth more than what I paid for, brother. Thank you. Michael Alvarez says, this one was powerful, Soul. Wow. Just wow. And Tony Morales said, powerful. My belief system is straight sabotaging me. And I have several other reviews, and I need to check those out more often. But this is the thing I want people to understand about the masterclass, the recipe, right? In that thing, I'm not teaching you to do anything that you haven't always been doing, right? Like there's no maybe a few steps that you can alter. But when I'm breaking down what's happening internally, when I'm breaking down what's happening on a spiritual level, there's nothing new that's going to take place. It's only gonna give you an awareness of what's going on, so that now you can quarterback the situation, right? You know, it's like back when I was young, man. Back in the days, man, I had this Chevy Blazer stick shift, right? And I kept going through throwout bearings. You know, my whole clutch system, I kept going through my throwout bearings. And one day, the mechanic that was replacing it over and over, he just took me out to him and showed me something. He said, you know what? This is what's taking place. This is what you're doing wrong to get this result. And after that, I could quarterback the situation. You know what I'm saying? I was in charge now. I could manipulate that thing to do what I wanted to do. So that's all I'm showing you, brothers and sisters, in the recipe. Because this is what you have to understand. A lot of people are doing certain things and certain rituals and certain practices, and they're still not getting the result they want. That simply comes down to them not really understanding what's happening internally. And I'm telling you, most people that want to check their practices and rituals is not that. What you need to check is your focus.
Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you on based on whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
So there's this brother that's been a client of mine for a good while now, right? And I use the word client very loosely because this brother is probably a lot closer to me than he's aware that he is, right? And the reason is because I've seen him go through stages. You know, I've seen him write his story. You know, I saw him, you know, he was at a job that was unfavorable. You know, he created a new environment. He put himself in corporate America. And then he got in this job and he excelled at this job, right? And I've seen him write this. And here recently, he took the leap to go, you know, full entrepreneurship mode, right? Again, this brother is steadily excelling and going to do big things, right? But he called me a few days ago. And of course, I got his permission to talk about this. He called me a few days ago and he's like, Soul, like I'm making moves, like I'm doing what I have to do. He said, but for some reason, after I make this leap, like I'm seeing a few small losses. Like he's like, is this just the universe testing me? Am I doing something wrong? Like what is this going on? And the thing is, I could identify with that as soon as he said it. Because every time I've made some kind of transition in life, the first thing that happens is I start seeing a few different losses. And I'm like, man, did I make the right decision? Am I doing something wrong? And what I told the brother is, you know, I pretty much said it's like, you know, when you make this kind of transition in any area of life, right? When you make this kind of transition, it's kind of like taking off on an airplane, right? Now we've all had that window seat and we're taking off. Now you can do one of two things when that plane is taking off. You know, you can look at the sunset, you can look at the clouds, you can look at the the beauty of the sky, and you can focus on that and you can appreciate that, right? But what some people do is they'll see that and all of a sudden they'll just look down and they'll see the treetops, they'll see the roofs on the homes, right? And then the first thing that comes to their mind is, you know what, if this plane goes down, odds are everybody is out of there, right? And they'll focus on that. Whole time there's something beautiful going on ahead of them. And that's what's taking place in most people's lives, especially when they make a transition. The thing is, you have to focus so hard on that thing you're trying to achieve. You have to completely forget that the alternative exists. You know what I'm saying? You have to completely, in other words, you have to completely remove the thought that the plane can even crash. That's not even a thought in your mind. And I'm telling you, people do this all the time. Think about that time you got that new job, right? There are people that will land new gigs, new jobs, man, well qualified. As soon as they get through the door, all they start focusing on is, okay, well, I'm the new brother on the block. Okay, well, the news is saying the economy is doing this and layoffs are coming. And they will focus on that. They will focus on that. Brother, I'm telling you, in hindsight, when I look at all the jobs I've lost due to layoffs, I'm like, brother, I created that. I created that. Man, I've been in relationships. I've been in relationships with women, man, where as soon as we started kind of kicking it off and things started going toward a serious direction, women will be like, oh, well, I know women, be trying to, talk to you, and I know yada, yada, yada. And it's like, well, why are we even talking about the negative? Why can't we even focus on us and what's positive? A lot of people are sabotaging their own relationships. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to health. And this is a major one, man. You can be in the gym every day. You can be eating clean. You can be getting up, walking in the mornings, whatever you need to do. But it's at the same time, you can be watching television, and when these commercials come on, talk about, if you're having these symptoms, then you have, mesothelioma, or you have this type of cancer, or you have this type of, you know what I'm saying? And you'll take that little bit of information, and you'll plant a seed inside of yourself, and you'll fertilize that thing. Regardless of all the other things you're doing, you'll fertilize those negative thoughts, and then you'll get negative results. And then you ask yourself, like, why is this happening? It's simply because of your focus. I'm telling you, the negative thoughts you need to completely eliminate. That's the only way. And I'm telling you this by experience. It's all about what you focus on. There's there's a thing called I think it's called the Selective Attention Test. And for y'all that haven't seen it, I'm going to leave a link. I've seen it. I saw this several years ago, and I know a lot of y'all have seen it. But it goes to show you that once you focus on a certain thing, that it doesn't matter what's taking place around you. If you're focused on a certain thing, then the events taking place around you are irrelevant. They have they're no factor in your life. So if you haven't seen that, watch that. I don't want to go into it if you haven't seen it, but you need to see that. And that just shows you how the mind works, how this world works, man. It's all about your focus, In a nutshell, this is all I'm saying, because I don't want to stretch this video out long. The machine is not broken. The machine is not broken. In other words, what I'm saying is, there's a good chance that you're doing all the right things, especially if you've seen the recipe. If you've seen the recipe and you're moving in that direction, you're doing all the right things. The thing is, your focus. Your focus is what's taking you off. Because the thing is this: if you do A, B, and C, you will always get a certain result. So the thing is, if your life is unfavorable, the first thing you have to do is say, you know what? I'm quarterbacking. I'm in the driver's seat. So if something is going wrong, it must be on me. Like when I say the machine is not broken, this is what I'm saying. Like manifesting and creating a life, that's not even optional. That's something you're doing 24 hours a day, whether you want to or not, whether you agree with it or don't, you're still doing it. You're still doing it. All I'm trying to do is put people in, give people control of the steering wheel. Because the machine is still moving. What you have to do is turn and focus that vehicle in a direction you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's simply that. But the first thing you have to do, I'm telling you, is to say, you know what? If I'm getting a certain result, it's on me. It's on me. As soon as you try to say the man is doing this, or you know, or because I'm this color, or from this area, or from this, then this is why this is happening to me. You've lost control. You've lost control. You've given up the steering wheel. Once you own up to it, you're accepting your power. You're keeping yourself in the driver's seat, and all you have to do, man, is turn that wheel, swing that thing to the right, and focus.